Hi, everybody. This is Brooke with CLCI, and I am here with Sam and Jerome, two amazing and awesome life coaches. We are here discussing ego. We just talked about defined it. Now that we've defined what ego is, let's talk about when ego can be destructive. When is ego a bad thing, guys?
Ego's destructive when you start weaponizing it, once you start creating a world where it's you and your perspective against everyone else's without the willingness, I don't want to say ability because we all have the ability, but the willingness to see other sides, to respect other perspectives, even if you wouldn't choose it for yourself. And it's because when your ego comes up and is in that destructive state, it's protecting you from something that it perceives to be as a threat. And when you perceive everything that is different from your perspective as a threat, that is when ego can be a literal tornado that chairs and tables and all other stuff starts flying around. So, not good.
I think it's important to take ego and take fear. Both can exist, right? Both can exist, and they can exist at the same time. But when you let fear start to take over, once that fear starts to get a hold of you, there's a saying uh, basically that anger, that ego is fear's bodyguard. Essentially, is what it is. And it's protecting, as Sam, it's there, it's trying to protect you, but a lot of times when we're in that state, we very very quickly are not being a reasonable, understanding, and human beings that other people want to exist around. Jerome.
I just want to say it's not always apparent, when your ego is getting the best of you and it is being detrimental to those around you or even sometimes to yourself. So I would say it's dangerous for you to kind of just allow yourself for your ego to go unchecked. No one's going to be perfect, and we all evolve every day, but to give yourself grace and compassion and the ability to work on your ego and allow it, when it does come up, when it flares out, to be again considered maybe egotistical, to check that when you do see it come up. Practicing on that is I think really crucial, and being able to embrace your ego, which is a good thing. You want to be able to embrace it. You don't want to have to always
We'll talk
fight
about
against it.
We're going to talk about that in the next video. That's what we'll talk about. Which is a nice lead in, Jerome. So for our next video, which you should tune into, we're going to talk about ego strength and when it's a good thing. So make sure you check it out.